No way the Worlds is over. This has been the best esports tournament ever. The matches were insane and I'm not just hyping it up for the video. It was genuinely one of the best series in League of Legends. The only thing I will say is that beware of silences in your games cause that legend wrecked the other team whoever picked it. The unkillable Demon King returns and Knight showed us incredible skills. So let's not waste any more time and get onto it. Game 1 starts and pick bans were really interesting. Before someone comments or say anything, I have to inform you that I'm not a professional player, so some of the picks do go completely over my head. But the ban on Kai'Sa on the first game on blue side seemed weird. I have been watching almost every game this Worlds and Ashe was one of the best bot lane picks, which is why it was banned or first pick. But T1 did neither. BLG did what anyone would do. They first picked Ashe, as T1 took Yone first. Yone also has the highest win rate, or at least the most wins on Worlds. But Knight was not just any mid laner who would be scared of Yone. He took Sylas, which on paper is a bad matchup, but he is one of the best mid laners. Here is how it went.
As we get into game 1 here, Elk and On looking for Gumayushi. Knight coming in from the side as well, will land the abscond, abduct. Gumayushi still holding on to that flash, crash down, locks him up, he flashes the ignite, sticking, and BLG strike first.
Into this tournament, his lane phase was not great in the LCK.
Zeus has to flash away, Shun looks for more, and BLG have found 2. We do see Ona starting up the grubs, might just look for a smite on 1 here to delay the full stack. Carrier caught out though, does still have the flash and the ignite, locked against the wall for now, trying to get away, the unbreakable is not exactly that, On secures the kill.
They tried to stagger that CC as well to keep him locked down as long as possible. Zeus should be fine.
He's going up towards Mega as well. He can trade in. TP coming in. T1 have the advantage. The Gnar into the wall. On has no flash and only 200 HP to work with. Now that's nothing. Sent back to the fountain. Bait sealed. Out down.
The TP. The arrow connects mid.
Zeus able to walk away for now. Shadowing Strike will get the stun. The Magnet Storm coming in as well as BOG look to collapse. Already they've locked up T1 in the middle of the meat grinder, and 1 has gone down. Zeus falls. Baker getting chased out as well, and Bin's flashing forward. Baker will manage to dash across towards the red pit, but Gumayushi does not have that same luxury.
To regroup at all. Faker now even under attack, he's slowed in the pit.
The TP is coming behind here as they look to try and turn this play around. Bin trying to get the damage down onto Faker here, hit him with the harpoons. Faker dodges away with the Q3 and manages to live through the Leandries. T1 finds some semblance of hope in the bottom side, but BLG are not stopping their advance on top. Ona locked up with a Glacial Prison, and he's sent packing.
He has no way of getting out of this situation, so they're forced to TP to collapse. Gumayushi comes down, Zeus comes down, but on the other side of the map is BLG.
Exactly, you could see the counter attack from BLG on the mini-map. They immediately beeline straight for that tower.
Oh, we didn't see that!
Cross-map arrow actually hit!
But they're definitely going to try. Betty Carrier is the one to face check that mid lane bush. Shun still tanking up the Baron. It's at 9,000. Knight with the flank position. Glacial Prison hits, and Guma is down.
Try and fight them.
So On was spotted as he walked towards that razor big pit. The Baron down to 2,000. Knight on the front line. Ona trying to get in. Base Sealed goes in as well with the Magnet Storms already locked up 2 members of T1. The Impale grabs 3, and they're burned to a crisp.
And Knight is just, he's spectacular.
Baker's trying to get away from Knight, but the Knight wants the throne, and Baker's been pushed off it. And once again from Elk, it hits Guma. He's got flash, but he's still stunned up. The Impale comes out, and Guma falls under his own Nexus towers. T1 still trying to defend. Zeus doing everything he can to keep Knight away, but BLG continue to advance. The first Nexus tower's down. Baker's back up, trying to find something out of this game, trying to find some defense against BLG, but the oncoming masses are just too damn strong. A Gnar into the wall. Baker's fate is sealed as he dives the backline, and
Oh boy did BLG came to play. They absolutely demolished T1. Will an LPL team finally beat T1 in a World Series? BLG Knight showed us that even the unkillable Demon King is no match for him. His Sylas was so great in this match, his mechanics, where he stands close enough to engage in a fight but far enough to be out of sight from T1 is so good. And in Engage, he just destroyed T1. They also gave Ashe to BLG, which also proved to be super costly, as she just chunked through the champions with her arrow, sniping off players one after another. T1 were down 1-0, but more importantly, they were down mentally. The only goal lead they had at around 8 minutes was from their top laner, Zeus. Faker, Guma, Keria and Owner were all down on CS and gold. It was not looking good for T1. Game 2 starts with a very good looking draft from T1. They now had the Silas and finally banned Yone. They also got Kalista Renata. And if you don't know, Keiria's Renata is one of the best thing League has ever produced. He is an absolute demon with that legend. Also, they had the Nocturne, which was so useful against the Galio ult because it restricts vision. They counterpicked BLG hard in the draft. Now it was time to put it to the test by actually performing with the characters.
Night this year.
Bro, they have onto the biggest stage with the entire world watching. They get the
double knock-up already. Keiria's down to half HP. He's gonna have to flash. Gumayusi cleanses away from Knight. The chase continues. BLG flashing forward. The heal coming out. Gumayusi now slowed by the Ashe. And you can't escape the quiver of First Blood again to BLG. It's level 2 of his own. Shun coming in as well to bolster this attack. Zeus underneath the tower. Able to flash away, gets the double knock-up, and look at On, he's about to be turned off! On goes down, Shun almost falls to, escapes that final tower. Keria looking for On here, Gumayusi here as well. On just trying to shepherd Bin in towards the tower. You can actually see Knight using the TP here. Guma, still no flash, no cleanse. The Grand Entrance going to get a knock-up. Knight flashes across the wall, shielded Durant for the double taunt, and now the Flame Spitter is doing a lot of work. Guma's going to be brought back with a bailout, but can he survive? Down to 100 HP, Knight! The battle dance for On keeps him alive. Ona still chasing, and he rips through a Knight. Now Faker joins the party, a handshake from Keria is one Bin did not want to take. Bin goes down as well, and T1 have 3 on the board. She had enough numbers to force him away. The equalizer that Faker stole away does a little bit of chip damage, but not much else. Unlocked up for the moment as Faker looks for that abscond. That dot can't quite land the chains. Keria and Gumayusi pushing through the wave now. Paranoia coming out, Call of the Forge God is stopped. Zeus dashing forward, the shield of Durant for the taunt blocked by Ona. The knocker coming out as well as BLG trying desperately to defend. The hero's entrance cancelled as T1 by 2. Shun forced underneath this turret as well as BLG are walking away wounded.
Knight goes back to base, full heal, teleport out.
I mean, the important thing here is Faker didn't reset before TPing in, so he's at half HP. Does have the quickness stolen away. The Scuttle Crab will go across. On goes in with the quickness, knockback with the Crescent Guard as well. Call of the Forge God coming down as the die comes in. The hostile takeover just possesses BLG. It's 2 already, the hero's entrance. A swift exit back to the fountain for Knight as T1 clean up the fight.
All right, BLG.
Oh, the flank.
Zeus has got behind them here, brings the Call of the Forge God. Paranoia, paranoia! Everyone's out to get you, Elk! He falls first, still has both the summoners. On's gonna dash away. The chase comes in by Faker, steals away the quickness. A hero's entrance from Knight just to defend. Bin trading with Zeus. Quickness coming out as they look to be engaged. They find Faker. So has the flash. Paranoia comes out. The Crescent Guard will keep Faker alive for the moment. And Keria has a flank position of his own. Ona has the bailout on his shoulders. And Shun is already down. TP now invested from Bin or from Knight as they look to rejoin the fight. Elk goes down, On follows suit. And T1 have been able to defend Faker. They keep him alive. Faker flashes. And Knight can't find him.
Flash was lost there for Keria, but the damage is still being done. BLG's picked
go.
Quickness, Paranoia coming out. The quickness goes in. Gumayusi locked up here as Entrance going in as well as Knight looks for the back line. But already he needs to look at his own team because they are being ripped to shreds by T1. It was a valiant effort, but BLG find nothing.
T1 will strike back in game number 2 to even it up here in London.
The unkillable Demon King is back. So many times in this match he survived playing with the Galio, dodging and maneuvering around. And as we all know, Keria on Renata is just great. He just goes in without fear like he has unlimited HP or something. That guy is on another level. With this win, they were back in the race. With the score now 1-1, they were feeling good as they walked out. Both the games were just one-sided. Either BLG rolled T1 or the other way around. And both games ended around 27 minutes. BLG were on the blue side now. They had the pick initiative, but Keria had the counter pick opportunity. Game 3 starts off. BLG took Kalista after banning Ashe, and T1 took Xayah Renata. But BLG took Blitzcrank, which countered both really hard. They were just one shot if a hook connected from the Blitz. Rest of the picks look like the run-of-the-mill champs with Vi, Kindred, although not very common. Jun has played it before. Jax on the side of T1, which was surprising as it was a blind pick from the side of BLG if it was open. Here's what went down in that match.
On the flank as well, Ona's going to flash away, counter strike out from Zeus, not quite able to connect, and the shooter Durant with the stun is First Blood again!
The wave is being pushed in mid, and BLG want to punish Faker.
Faker has flash, but the flash in from On into the pullback, Faker's down! TP coming in, might just be looking for another plate here as well. Knight going in with the taunt. Bin doesn't really have much left. put the damage down. Shun on his way across them and will have that Lamb's Respite. Zeus already down to 300 HP. Look for a leap strike away, but Zeus falls. Knight tanks the tower. Meanwhile, the hostile takeover goes just short of Elk as he flashes to safety. BLG able to survive down towards the bottom side. Owner jumps onto him with the Bolt Breaker and is able to keep him away from Faker for the moment. Faker dashes across the wall. Carrier's life will be forfeit to keep Faker alive. Brings out the bailout but falls immediately after. Minutes, they have about an 88% win rate, and we've seen that so far at this tournament. Heroes entrance coming out. T1 trying to defend this mid-tier one. Knight locked up underneath the tower, but he is damn tanky right now. And already, Owner is down. The counter Heroes entrance coming out from Faker. Faker steals away the equalizer pin, puts one down of his own, but the rest of BLG are here to join the party. Outnumbered, outgunned. The BLG are trying to get into it. TP coming out as well. The hostile takeover used. Immediately locks up Bin, but look at the damage. There just is none. And now Shun is here to join the battle. Zeus tries to jump on top of him. Knight falling low. He gets the taunt though, and Bin's already on a rampage. Owner has to dash away. Guma didn't even get an opportunity to join the fray, and On doesn't want to give him an opportunity to leave.
Bring out the Kindred now once again, the TP flank.
Hook going down, cease and desist. They're looking to lock down Shun. Kerry already fallen as the Heroes entrance will block Shun from taking any more damage. Alongside that for Lamb's Respite. T1 have lost their support, but can they find the fight? Zeus pops a stopwatch, doesn't have much mana left. As Knight goes in for the engage and still lands the taunt. Gumayushi down to half HP. Zeus has already fallen as BLG continue to advance, forcing T1 to make their final stand in this game. Owner goes in with a Bolt Breaker hooked in as well, the cease and desist. Silence Ultimate stolen away. A Hero's entrance is followed by a second, but it looks like Faker's more like Icarus than any hero taking to the skies. Knight pumps a stopwatch. T1 go pop. Zeus locked up towards the top side. Already 4 for naught for BLG as they are looking to take us to match point.
Another 27-minute victory and another blowout. BLG looked like they were slacking during the second game, and now they were back. Their macros were great and they had so many kills around the map with multiple 1v2s and 1v3s. T1 were getting caught left, right and center. They were now just one game away from losing the finals. Knight just one game away from claiming his first Worlds trophy. And what a story it would be. He defeated the final boss in League of Legends, Faker, to get the trophy. BLG 2, T1 1. It was getting intense now. Game 4 starts and BLG gave T1 both Ashe and Renata. Keria was the best Renata player maybe in the world, and the only way they stopped it last match was by hard countering it by banning Ashe. They did not do both this game. But the good thing about BLG's draft was that they had Gnar, Sejuani and Smolder. Smolder we saw in the quarterfinals can wreak havoc if not handled correctly, and against Sylas it was really good. Here's what went down in game 4.
Him trying to get back into this lane, he may just be cut off by Shun and Bin. He'll be seen on that ward about now. Zeus gets the level 2 underneath the tower, flashes away from the grand entrance, but the damage continues to rain down from Bin. Shun tanking the tower. Zeus gets a bailout carrier, keeps him alive for the moment. That bailout will run out though, and BLG can look for a redive if they so decide to. Zeus taken down. Bin flashes away on tanking the tower, and BLG will escape with a kill and they're live.
And they're actually calling Shun over back to the bottom side once again.
It's dive o'clock, the grand entrance goes down. Zeus is overheated and he's sent packing. Just want to get towards that 225 mark.
Again.
Zeus once again a little bit overstepped here in the bottom side, and Bin jumps in, hops on, and Minion takes the Highway Express to get towards this Rumble, who goes overheated. Flame Spitter going down, but Zeus is going to go back to the fountain again. No escape for him. He tries to clear the wave, but in the end, he will be put in the ground by Bin. Just like this, Elk doesn't sidestep. Faker dashing forward for a little bit more damage, using that passive to its full effect. Steals away the Mega Inferno Bomb. Elk has to flash it. Faker takes the tower, and Elk just dies. His hunting season.
Ziggs in the mid lane, have the Smolderverse Sylas on top side.
Owner looks for Bin, he locks him up. Bin though with a great arm into the wall. Owner's going to have to flash away the lock-in invested as well. Bin holds on to his summoner. BLG beginning to collapse. The Mega Inferno Bomb coming out as well. There's the arrow. Bin sidesteps it. Zeus might have to flash the wall here. Ono on that front line, locked up with the quickness. He dives onto Elk. Gumayushi caught up. Elk falling low though, and the flame spitters enough to burn him down in the river. And now T1 begin to turn on the afterburners. Shun has to flash across, dash across the wall with the Arctic Assault. Gumayushi can't quite get the down with the volley. Carrier though, he will not let you escape. And now On has to dance walks away with that grand entrance. Carrier looking for a little bit more. Guma Yushi puts a volley in his back.
And are that team this time around?
BLG trying to defend. Glacial Prism hits onto on. The arrow also connects. Bin dashes in. The Gnar back. The hostile takeover makes Shun go berserk underneath the tower. And he pops the locket, but he will go pop first. BLG starting to turn this one on T1's heads. They found two. Carrier has no flash, but Knight has one to chase. Carrier escaping on 100 HP, but On will not give him that luxury. BLG find three in the top side.
Good pairing as the arrow goes wide, but Faker's still here.
Faker looking for that flank, will steal away the quickness from On. Gets Shalom flashes in, finds two. Equalizer on the back line as well. As Faker is not of this earth, he finds the engage. He finds everything T1 were looking for. And will BLG look to try and take the fight? Shun has flash and smite. Elk now joins the battle, teleports in. Bin looks for Carrier, lands the slow with the boomerang. Knight TP'd in as well. BLG are going all guns blazing into the battle here as T1 are hailing the retreat. On dashing forward, he's only at 300 HP. Faker heats the bomb and is taken out low. Mega Inferno Bomb going in. Zeus will sacrifice himself for the good of his team to make sure the rest of T1 are able to escape with this Baron. Further, Faker's taken out the tier 2 in the top lane. Shun goes in with the Glacial Prism. On there with the follow-up. Carrier though, an incredible hostile takeover. Puts On in his place. Owner tanking the tower. Glacial Prism stolen away by Faker as he dives onto the back line. Who else but Faker again? In the end he falls, but Guma is making Shun look like a pinned cushion. Knight forced to flash away. Elk trying to put the damage down as well. He won't land it on Carrier. The fancy feeder out in force as T1 begin to push up bot side. It's just an investment of ultimates from T1. Mikhail's used. Carrier flash handshake pulls back Elk. Faker trying to get with the quickness onto the back line. Guma Yushi unable to open up quite yet. Bin doing the damage onto Owner as well, but already Elk is down to 300 HP. On the top side, Shun is down. The equalizer out from Zeus will save Owner's life.
Been On doing what he can to find angles of attack, maybe even a TP flank, but he's been caught.
On locked up against the wall, pulled back with a handshake. The keeper's verdict finds him guilty. Faker's hunting, and he's looking for a bit of Gnar. The flash forward, Seven's Peasant's Knight able to flash away as well. The hostile takeover but comes up short. The Gnar stolen away by Faker. Locks Bin against the wall and puts him 6 feet under. Shun next on the menu as Guma Yushi begins to open up. Shun taken out by Zeus. The equalizer does exactly that for T1. It's going to equalize this series at 2-2.
The reigning world champions will not go down that easily.
Will bring us to game 5.
On the shoulders of Faker, T1 will go to game 5. There is no one like him, not on this earth. T1 take.
Yup, T1 were back. 3 out of the 4 games the team that took Sylas have won the match. Is it broken? Was everyone just wrong with thinking Yone was the broken one and it was Sylas all along? Or it may just be this absolute beast of a player who knows every ins and out of the champion. Ashe Renata, as I said, was just too much to handle. Even Zeus with the Rumble was out CSing the Gnar. They now had the momentum with the series being all tied up with 2-2. It was so intense. The crowd had a majority of T1 fans and the fans at Twitter overwhelmingly supported T1 as well, with 80% saying that they would win the tournament. And they had every right to think that. Never have an LPL team ever beaten T1 in a Worlds tournament, as the casters put it.
It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL, and they like those odds.
Game 5, the final match of the finals of Worlds. The storyline for both the teams are immaculate. T1 winning would mean the 5th title for Faker and a back-to-back winning seasons for the team. And not to mention, they were just 1 game away from not even making it to the stage. With BLG, Knight winning his first Worlds, Bin proving once and for all that T1 are no longer the LPL killers. The pick bans were very simple. They banned Ashe, Skarner, Kalista, Yone, Renata. It was going to take everything from both the teams to win it all. But there was one tiny mistake. Knight was the best RE player by far, and we have seen what he can do with that champ in the tournament, and T1 let them pick it.
He should be able to soak up his level 3 as Zeus already pushed the wave. Zeus is going to get the first move, but Faker under attack.
Has no flash, just his punch gets hit. There's the charm as well, and Faker might fall first in the finals of the finals. Towards the top side, Faker has the hero's entrance to come in from mid. On looks for the engage, the flash away is T1 disengaged for the moment. Owner jumping back in, there's the hero's entrance. Kevin gets the slam into the wall as On almost falls. He gets punched by Faker. And now Bin and Shun have to escape, but Zeus does not want to let them get away.
All of the extra gold, the biggest gold lead holder on the team. So much to know.
Carrier goes in and down goes on. As they look
Here he comes.
to make the play. Spear rush forward by Knight, holding the charm, doesn't get stunned. The charm hits Carrier. Flash forward with the counter strike. Carrier falls first as Gomi usually brings the feathers back and almost takes down On. Owner caught underneath his own tower, but he will fall even in the Cataclysm.
T1 of the bot side jungle.
Zeus finds On, Shadowing Strike going in, the crash down as well. Bin looking for the follow-up here onto Zeus, the hero's entrance, and On just oversteps.
Lucia.
Pressure on you, Shadowing Strike going wide. Shun tries to dash across the wall, but immediately he's locked up, goes in with the Cataclysm. Gumayushi pops the Feather Storm. Owner looking to re-engage onto On. Shun down to half HP. Bin gets onto the backline. Gumayushi cleanses away, but Bin has already put him in the dirt. Kevy is next up. BLG find 2, T1 able to back away for the moment, but the TP behind by Bin as he looks for a little bit more. Oh, they go back in. Baker flashes in and down goes Knight. Once again, when you need someone, when you need anyone to stand up and show just what this game's all about, it's Faker. He finds another T155.
And he's like, topside, Zeus under fire.
Zeus caught out, killer instinct in by BOG, collapsing 4 members strong, the hero's entrance.
Oh, Zeus!
Faker joins the fight. Elko with the stopwatch, Faker in the middle of them all, and it seems like death may have arrived, and his name is Faker. He's here for your lives. The rest of T1 begins to collapse. Faker's gonna fall as he pulls the stopwatch, manages to buy himself a second. Owner here to save his mid laner once again, and Faker still stands. He has ascended. He stands above it all, and he looks hungrily at that world's trophy. Knight goes in with the Spirit Rush, lands the charm as well. The first Nexus Tower's fallen, and T1 are just looking for the prize. They're hungry for it. T1 are the past, the present, and the future. A new era, the same empire. T1 are your 2024 world champions.
It did not matter. The unkillable Demon King cannot be killed. He cannot be slayed.
That guy, take us alive! Take us alive! He's alive! He's alive! He's alive! He's alive! How is he alive? How is he alive? How is he alive?
Faker was an absolute monster and a thorn to the LPL teams since the very start, and showed every other youngster that the king is still here. To get to the main stage and pick up that trophy, they had to go through him, and it's not easy. Knight was absolutely fantastic in the series, but at the end, there was the world's buff from T1 and they won the title in back-to-back seasons. What more could you ask for in a finals match? With the teams we had, it was bound to be a great show, and it went beyond that. It was, as the kids say, absolute cinema. Faker winning the finals MVP, and rightly so, as he showed up big time in the last match. And that was it. That was the finals wrapped up. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Also, YouTube recommends this video on your screen, and I'm sure you will like it as well. See you in the next one.